If you're like me, you've probably received a message that goes something like this. Plans are underway to hit Nairobi really hard. The guys are holed up in Isili, 3rd Street and Kariobangi. Problem is, no one knows the timing. Take care and warn others. Simply put, the message translates to avoid all malls at all costs, which is simply not practical. And in response to these messages, Nakumatt released the following message this morning. Given that we have absolutely no way of confirming the veracity of the claims, we similarly cannot afford to discount them and are indeed treating the matter with the seriousness it deserves. To this end, we duly alerted all our employees, security service providers, and have significantly beefed up our security surveillance and procedures. But even with all the beefed up security, we ask, what can you or I do should we find ourselves in a situation similar to that of Westgate or the Likoni Church where gunmen came in firing, or find ourselves enjoying a meal at a popular eatery when an explosion occurs, just as it did in Isili on Monday? So, Jackson, what would you do?
Okay, for me, the first thing I would take no chance for granted. I would just look for means and ways of getting myself out of that mess. That is escaping into safety.
Okay, a good idea. Run. Okay, let's hear from Okoth.
On a normal day when you see guns firing, the best thing you do is lie down and wait. But really it depends on the kind of situation there is. Natural instincts says that you will just have to run for your life. So, well, run it is.
Okay. All good common sense ideas. I would do as Okoth said and just lie down. But what do you do when the gunmen are coming for you? So let's hear from an expert on the best action to take.
Kenya have been a peaceful country all along. We've never experienced any combat in terms of, apart from the training. The normal basic military training, which is normally done to prepare the security team or the military team to perform an exercise if there is a combat. We need to have a big diagram that will clearly indicate the direction to be taken if there is a burst or if there is an emergency to evacuate the building. It's actually a common sense thing. If I panic, am I going to help myself? So I need to compose myself, sit, breathe in. After you breathe in, now work it out, think it out, and think the best way to ensure that you remain safe in terms of evacuating from the building. If it happens, it is an individual now responsibility to ensure you use the most safest route to ensure you're safe, and you are away from where the blast is, or you are away from where the burning may be, because the blast may be the initial damage. You may have had the blast and be safe, but what will come later? Possibly there will be fire, there will be explosion because of things like the gas cylinders. There will be explosion because of diesel used in generators. So for you to ensure that you're safe, you should be away and try and do as much as possible to be away away from the building. The sound produced by the firearm will clearly indicate the effective range of the firearm used. If you use a pistol, the noise produced level is low, so that will give you a clear indication a pistol has been used, and then mostly the effective range of a pistol will be between 1 to about 20 to 50 meters. 20 to 50 meters. So the moment you're about 40 to 25 to 50 meters, I believe you're safe, and you can even walk away from the scene of the shooting. If you're talking of an AK-47 or a G3 rifle or the M16, those are firearms that have an effective range of between 600 and up to about 1 kilometer. So it is not advisable for you to stand and start running. It is advisable for you to crawl until you are way above the 600 meter effective range of the firearm that is being used. If you've had the gunshot, that is an indication that you've not been shot. and the more you require to ensure you remain safe. Lie down because essentially people who normally use the guns will do it standing. So the moment you lie down, you'll be aware you'll be out of the target in terms of being hit by a stray bullet in that kind of thing. The chances are that you'll be more safer lying down than when you're standing. So start crawling. In the military we call it the leopard crawl. Start crawling from where the gunshots are to a safer ground, until that particular area when you are away from the building, and when you can see now, even if you stand, you'll not be affected, and you'll be away from where the gunshots were from. And that is the only way you can remain safe, rather than lying down and waiting for the terrorists to come and shoot you. If somebody is coming up the stairs, then you need to lie down. When you lie down, then you are out of the target for the stray bullets. And then from there, then start looking for the staircase. Do not run to the rift, because they essentially know everybody will be running to the rift. Use the staircase. Ensure yourself walk towards the building as you make the observation, or as you crawling towards the basement, or towards the exit of the building, where the exit of the building will be. And then that reduces your chances of getting injured, or your chances of getting shot. If you can move. If you cannot move, wait until when the gunshots have subsided, and possibly now call for help. Call and shout for help, because if you call and shout for help when the shooting is still happening, they'll kill you. If you do not see an ambulance because of the rush, everybody is running to be evacuated, possibly for treatment. You should also know the nearest medical facility to where you're doing the shopping, so that in case of any eventuality, you're able to also take yourself to the medical facility. Without your security, even your children are not safe. So take care of your security first. Think constructively in terms of how are you going to evacuate yourself. The moment you have a positive feedback in terms of the way you are going to evacuate yourself first, then take lead in terms of guiding your children in terms of the route that they should take to ensure they remain safe. And by the end of the day, the entire team in totality will be safe. If you're unable to get away, there are safe havens in most of the buildings. There are those buildings that there are walls that are normally fortified. Lock yourself, get into a building, into a wall, into a shop that have possibly a reinforced metallic door. Lock yourself inside until possibly the gunshots will clear from the building if you cannot escape. Anytime there is that blast, anytime there is that gunshot, do not go there and become the investigator. And ensure you remain safe. Let the police officers, let the people who are trained to do their job. Don't go there and investigate. Remain safe. Get the information from the news or from the people until the building is properly evacuated.